All right, Sarah, you're live.
Hi, my name's Sarah and I play soccer, softball, basketball, and track. I've been playing soccer since I was 3, softball since I was 5, basketball since I was 8, and track since I was 9.
So, Sarah, tell us about your experiences in team building in those sports.
So I've had some really bad teams where really nobody's meshed together, but I've had some really good teams where we've made some really amazing memories. And I think part of that was consistency in our teams. So when we're not adding a ton of new players, it makes it easier for us to mesh together because we have so many more experiences. And I think coaches play a huge part in that too. I've had some coaches who have really encouraged us to be together, and they've even given us opportunities to do it. So with soccer, we all volunteered to help feed the homeless, and it was nice to see your teammates outside of a sports setting because you kind of get to see a different side of them. And you have then memories off the field where, I don't know, it just kind of helps you see them as a person. So when they make mistakes on the field, you can kind of see it as something that not just, oh, they did that, but hey, they're a person, they made a mistake. So on my softball team, we played together for 4 years with really no changes. We traveled a lot together, late nights in the hotel room doing face masks and stuff really helps team bonding. And also winning and losing with them. So coming second place in a tournament and then coming back and getting gold in your next tournament really helps you come together because maybe one person made a mistake that you lost a game, but they came back again and they maybe won the game for you, or they had a really amazing hit, and then you just you see the balance in them. And so that I think is really helpful because when you only see a player for one season, you don't really get to know them as well. I think having a consistency in team really helps with bonding and making a stronger team.
And Sarah, I know that you have 2 older brothers who are also very involved in sports. I wonder if you can speak to what you see as some of the differences in team building between boys' teams and girls' teams.
Well, I think boys are a lot better at just leaving it on the field and seeing their teammates as somebody completely different, whereas girls, we kind of tend to hold the grudge more. My brothers will talk about how oh, this person is playing really badly, so you just tell them, hey, you're playing badly, and they can shake it off and do better, whereas I find in girls' sports it's a bit harder to do that. Not necessarily with everybody, but just as a whole, you kind of have to be more sensitive with those things. I think it's probably easier for boys to come together because they don't really hold past experiences against people. It's really just your ability as a player.
Great. And what are some of the things that you've noticed in your experiences have helped girls come together after there's been a conflict?
I think really just getting together, say the conflict was on the field, then getting together outside the field, having going to the pool or having a sleepover or something helps with that, just because on the field, say you had a conflict because they did something on the field and it maybe messed up what you were going to do, then seeing them outside of the field is kind of oh, well, you're not in your uniform, this is not the same time. And so it helps get over it better. But also I think even just talking about it more, if your player's playing badly, tell them. Don't just sulk about it to somebody else on your team. Really just confronting the issues helps with team bonding a lot.
Who is your favorite athlete and why?
My favorite athlete is Kelly Burdick. She is the center fielder on the Washington Huskies Softball team, and I think she's such an amazing player because she started right from freshman year, and every time she gets on the field, she plays so well. And her hitting average is amazing, and her abilities just on the field is crazy.